What's up, guys? Beefyprepper here. Let's go on an adventure. So I'm down here at the creek, and I chose this location because there's open water here. No ice. All my other spots, I still got a foot of ice in. So I'm gonna do some test panning and see what I can find out. It's a little discouraging. I've been here for about a half an hour test panning, and I haven't found anything. I knew this wasn't a real rich spot. I came here last fall with my Robinson sluice. Made a video. Didn't find a lot of gold here. I know there is gold here though, so I'm gonna keep test panning and see what I can find. Well, I finally found 3 specks in a pan. There's 1, 2, 3. So those 3 specks came from right here. I got a tiny little inside bend. I'm gonna do another test pan here, make sure there's gold right along in this area, and then I might go ahead and set up the Highbanker. Fingers crossed. All right, the second pan here in that area, I got kind of a bigger chunk there and then a couple micro poops. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and set up the Highbanker. That's a pretty decent looking little speck there. And a couple little micros. Let's see what we can get. All right, I got it all set up. I brought my other pump with me this time. Not sure if she's gonna pump any better than the last one, but go and give her a whirl. Looks pretty comparable to me. Well, we'll see how it runs though. Well, I've been shoveling for quite a while, and I think it's time to at least clean out the top mat, take a little break. That hole took too deep. Hoping the bigger gold fell to the bottom. So let's clean out our top mat and see what we got, take a little break. See how things are. All right, so keep in mind, this is only the top mat. And I'm not in a real rich area. It's just happens to be where I have open water. So see what, let me show you what I got here. All right, so I got, I don't know, maybe 30 specks here. Some of them are really tiny and smushed together. And I had a hell of a lot of black sands to go through, so I'm sure there's some more gold in there. But this really isn't awful bad, all things considered. Lack of options and all. And it's only the top mat. I got the nugget trap and the dream mat still that I haven't looked at. So I'm gonna suck that up, take a break, and get back with you guys in a few. Tell you guys, I am ready for spring. Tired of the snow and the ice. It snowed again this last week and had to go do snow removal at work. I'm ready for the nice weather. But it is nice getting out. It's 45 degrees today, I think. Not too awful bad. But ready for spring. So I wanted to bring my buddy Ty down here. He had a death in the family. I don't know how much he wants to go into that on YouTube, so I'm not gonna disclose any more, but he's a little predisposed. He had to go on a road trip and deal with some things. So my thoughts are with him. I hope everything goes well. So I'm down here by myself today, just enjoying the weather. But I would have liked to have him here with me. It's always good having somebody to shoot the shit with while you're down on the creek. Well, I suppose I better dig that hole bigger and make that pile bigger so I can find some more gold to show you guys. Put my pan down here to catch what blows out of this dream mat when I fire it up. I think most of it'll catch, but what's in these bottom cells might go ahead and blow out. So catch that in the pan and toss her back in the hopper. Let's get to it. So I'm no expert, but I just found this. Focus. And it looks to me like it's part of a coral reef or something. I suppose it could be part of a beehive. I don't know. But you see stuff like this, and if you know, I think it's from coral reef. I'm like 75% sure. And you wonder, how old is that? How long ago were oceans over this area? And if it didn't come from this area, how did it get here? Did the glaciers bring this down? Or was this part of something else? I love finding stuff like this and just wondering where it comes from. I'm interested in history and geology, but I just don't know enough about it to know exactly what it is. But it's definitely cool. All right, guys, for some reason, I'm getting tired. Let me show you what I've moved. So I've been pretending I'm a excavator or something. That was all underwater. There's the hole I've dug out. I thought I might be able to outlive this battery. Bought 2 of these batteries, thinking I'd need them. These batteries right here. There's my cool rock. Running a 16 amp pump, and I'm tired. Of course, if I'd have brought a lunch and stopped and ate, I could have gone longer, but yeah, it's doing a good job. So before I clean this out, I have to put a disclosure here. This is still not a good practice. I came to the only spot I know where there's open water, panned until I found somewhere where I got 2 to 3 specks of pan. That's not justifiable to set up a Highbanker, but I have lack of options and a strong desire to get out here and play in the creek. So that being said, I will have some gold. This is not going to be a major clean out though. So let's get this thing cleaned out and see what we got. All right, so this is just the top mat. And look at all that. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. All right, I'm gonna suck that up and clean out the rest of the sluice. Okay, so here is the gold from the rest of the sluice, the dream mat and the crash box, where I have the Jarvie riffle and some miner's moss. And that is pretty damn good, I think. Quite a bit of fly poopers there. Yeah. And then I got a lot of black sands to go through when I get home. I know I wash some gold down, I always do. Well, all things considered, this wasn't all that bad of a trip. I have to get home and go through them cons, but the little monster worked out for us again. I love that little Highbanker. So I'm gonna pack all my stuff up. I'm pretty tired. Pack it into my backpack. Get my butt ready to go home. All right, guys, so I'm all packed up. So I am gonna put all this stuff on my back and hike up this horrible goat path and go home and clean up my cons and show you the gold right here. As always, thanks for coming along on this adventure. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Do you feel sorry for me yet? You can't tell how steep that is on video. It could almost be flat. That's steep. Hope I make it. If you guys see this video, I made it.